Welcome everybody back to Monster of the Week. We're gonna dive right back into our sponsors. So we like to thank D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com. We may not play it tonight, or use it tonight, but we do use it on Thursdays and Saturdays. Also, we like to thank Lucky Dice Cafe. If you're ever in the Huntsville, Alabama area and you are looking for games to play there, and you don't mind keeping up with the social distancing, wearing a mask, and making sure that you are clean and good, be sure to check that out. It is still, I believe, tickets in advance, so be sure to call ahead or book ahead for a seat. We do also have a YouTube if you've ever missed any of our past episodes, or you would like to catch up on some stories that we've finished, be it Esper Genesis, Curse of Strahd, any of our small games on Wednesdays, the Escorts, which we just finished. Be sure to check out those there on YouTube. They are all well and nicely organized. We do also have a Patreon if you'd like to check it out there and support us there. It's getting a rework still, I believe. So be sure to check that out and support us if you like us. We're nice people. Yeah. All right. Last week, we had a little bit of getting to know everybody, or getting to know a little bit more about everybody. We were missing Cassie and Ralph last week, so we're happy to have them back this week. And the plan now was to go and see the Guardian with biscuits, croissants. What was it exactly?
Scones.
Scones. Yes. Is that still the plan you guys would like to go forward with?
Plan A, isn't it?
I have this weird vision of like us getting scones, and like one of them's like really like still like a little like undercooked, and Jenny's like, "No, I got it. Hold on," and that's how everyone learns.
We already had smoke drifting out of your hand last time.
All right.
So yeah, scones is on the menu still.
Scones is on the menu. Perfect.
Still like with the still like batting back the other members that aren't myself or Cassie.
All right. Sorry, I don't remember the last time you guys made scones. You got really drunk because of Ansel.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Anime convention special.
It was basically nothing but champagne.
The anime convention special.
Enough orange juice in it to make it sound like a mixed drink, but definitely not enough orange juice in it to make it a mixed drink.
It's there for color.
It's there for color.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is scones round 3.
Like round 4 or 5 at this point.
It's something like that.
I feel like while you guys were drunk, you probably tried your hand one more time, burnt them, start another batch, forget about it.
You give them to me because I'm garbage disposal.
Yes, absolutely.
This
It's just like be so sore from eating burnt croissants.
You know how they feed like the sea lions with the bucket? Yeah.
Morgan's on the ground. Counting full scones, not chewing. Just
I wonder your friend.
Okay. We made scones, yeah.
Sorry.
I guess, are we off to Townsville, wasn't it?
Yeah, Townsville.
That's right. That's what that
The
place is
city
called.
of Townsville.
It's under attack. Oh god, what are the bad guys?
The anti-Powerpuffs. That's your group now. Okay.
All is one.
Sorry. Just need to see something very quickly. Please hold. That's not what I wanted. Sorry. Okay. All right. So the journey to Townsville is it's not a long one. You guys have done this trip a couple times now.
Care about who's sitting in what car again, or
If you guys want to fight about who's sitting with who, that's up to you guys. Is Ralph joining Morgan on the bike again?
You know,
It's almost like puppy dog eyes.
sure. Yeah.
Well, now don't sound so upset about it there, Steve.
See, I knew we grew from our differences of me interrogating you and threatening your livelihood. We're past that. We are now bumper buddies.
Ralph, if you want, you can. You don't have to. You don't have to.
You can be.
It is an option.
Ralph, if you want, you can borrow my bike. Yeah, I'm like,
Little tricycle.
have fun.
Everyone just pulling Ralph.
If y'all keep this up, I'm gonna take the fire truck.
You know what? Your call.
You know what? Fine. I did the first step. It's fine. Walks for fucking Saturn.
All right, so Morgan, I guess I'm with you.
All right. The journey to Townsville is a familiar one. You guys pass the Cryptodora on the way. The lights are on. It seems that there are a couple cars in the driveway. Maybe someone taking a visit for once besides you guys. And then you make it to Townsville. James, you know the address for the aunt's house and the boy, so you can easily make your way there. Did you guys decide to travel in the morning and be there for maybe like around lunch or afternoon or evening?
I think we kind of planned on having morning trip so that we can get a lunch.
Lunch
Or like
scones.
it's like a late morning trip.
No, we gotta leave at the crack of dawn so we can actually have scones for breakfast.
Absolutely not. These are not for any of you.
Now I forget. Were we going to have some of us approach and talk to the guardian as a distraction, and the rest of us sneak small boy in or tall boy in?
No, we
That
were
is-
gonna try and convince the Guardian just to let us do the thing. That
That's
was
what it
that
was.
was the intention, was
Okay.
basically to lay everything out. Here's the a
Here's
part
the
of me is
deal.
like, I know that here's the deal. There was another word I was looking for, but deal's the one we're gonna go with. Here's the deal. This is what's happening. If we don't do this particular thing, bad shit's gonna happen.
Didn't we try that at the football?
No, we did not.
Was screaming at it. I was
Yeah,
lying.
Stuart was screaming at it. Cassie was putting on a very good show with it about being a scout.
I did a damn good job with that.
You did a very good job.
You have to change.
Even going so far as to contacting the school that I said I was from and giving them the kid's name so that it didn't just disappear into the ether.
Mhm.
You know, you don't know me, but you should really go check this kid out specifically for your soccer team.
Is he good?
It was soccer, wasn't it? Right?
Yes, it's for
Yeah, okay.
soccer. Yeah,
I was
play
like-
soccer.
I'm not forgetting that it was rugby, am I? Because I feel like that would be
I think you want it to be rugby.
I mean,
my brain.
Quentin 90% of the time defaults to rugby when
Uh-huh.
it comes to writing sports for the characters that his characters are playing, because we both played rugby in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Rugby. I do, but no, this kid plays soccer.
Soccer, okay.
No, it was soccer.
I'll just stay quiet this time and, try and be ready to send this thing into shadows with Devo here.
Yes, that's right. You brought Devo with you. Okay,
Were we bringing multiple dolls?
that's a good question.
Would you
Were
guys
you
like
bringing
one?
multiple dolls? You guys have Devo, so
I'm-
Devo is with you.
Gonna have Nebula. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with it.
Okay.
I don't know if we'd figured out which dolls to take.
Well,
You
Devo
know a
for sure.
couple of the powers of dolls, but not all of them.
Right.
I remember Cody talking about taking the shadow one in
Mhm.
hopes that he could just pull the guardian of the shadows.
Fingers
It's
crossed.
the Shadow Realm.
And,
Yeah.
I guess kill the kid's
Right.
aunt in that case? I don't know.
We're really trying to avoid bloodshed or loss of souls, etc. Right.
But if it comes to it,
We had also figured that whatever is keeping the guardian in place is from a medical procedure that she had as a kid.
Right, the car accident was it a rod put in the arm, so we figure it's implanted in there?
Yeah, whatever it is, it was based on some medical procedures. So that's why we're trying to talk to the guardian to make this as easy as possible.
Wasn't
Because
that just
otherwise,
we're pretty sure of that? We're not actually sure. We're pretty sure.
we're pretty sure, but we're not actually sure.
Like 60%.
I was gonna go 70, but you're probably a lot closer with 60%.
just give it a
alright,
big old F.
if it's a rod in the arm, my boy Holt here has super strength.
We don't want to tear the arm
We're
out,
not trying
so-
to mutilate somebody.
Again, avoid bloodshed and maiming. I feel like I now need to add the bloodshed and maiming to the avoidance list.
Okay, Holt will stay home.
No war crimes.
No pretending someone's Wolverine.
Well, in that case, I think like
These three
Devo-
protruding ice things go back underneath Chernia.
I mean, we could bring like Arlo or Binks, the
Mhm.
teleport one.
What does Arlo do?
Be like, here, kid.
They teleport.
Arlo.
Oh,
will
the
teleport
teleporting
to
one.
each-
Oh, they teleport to each other.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, hey, kid, here's the doll. Sorry, poof, gone. Then we run.
You know,
Throw Binks in
that would have
like
saved so much. That would have saved so much ish trouble the last time. Although we probably would have had to fight the Guardian.
like I'm pretty sure I can straight up kill it with Devo, right? Isn't it? There's no air in the shadow.
I don't think that's how that works. I think you're overthinking it.
No, wasn't it? I thought it was like there was no air whenever you were in the shadows. Wasn't that-
Let's be real here for a second, Deca. We're probably overthinking this plan entirely already.
Oh yeah, as players are want to
So-
do.
You know,
I
you
mean,
can
it's-
set the most fantastic puzzle in front of a group of players, and they're all going to turn into 3-year-olds and not be able to figure it out.
Square goes in the circle hole.
There's a
Actually,
And
out of all of you, I think probably Jason would be able to figure it out, maybe. And then I feel like Steve would probably just completely find a loophole that even I didn't think about. And I'm like, wait, shit, that would work, huh? you
Like-
two are kind of
Oops.
really good at that.
So yes, the plan is we're going to talk to the Guardian. If things go badly, we might be resorting to kidnapping
Yeah. Okay.
and fighting a Guardian.
Are we taking
Uh-huh.
Tallboy
Who's
with us?
stronger than us.
we'll
Are
have
you
to-
taking Tallboy with us? That's a good. Yeah?
I think Tallboy should be in one of our vehicles, but not there at the time.
Because worse comes to worse, if he gets into a fight, we could act as a distraction while Tallboy goes and shakes hands with his other half.
Can they just high five?
They just
I
need
don't
to
know. I
touch.
think it takes time.
you know those 80s high fives where they're in the air and like time stops.
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
That only happens at the end of the episodes. Which means they
It's
would
gonna be
freeze
a
high
rough
fiving, and then we'd freeze over here getting our asses kicked by the Guardian.
I'm stuck in the air, torn in two.
There's a piece of you going this way, a piece of you going that way.
Then through my arms over there. Then through my legs over there.
Okay, I guess we have a plan. We're hitting the road. We're gone. Or yeah, we are. We're gone.
I mean,
There.
yeah, unless you wanted to retroactively take one of the dolls that we don't know what they do, just to see what happens.
If we did take one of the dolls that we don't know what they do, could I activate it and find out, or is it they need to figure it out first?
It really depends of who they attach with. Do remember that each doll needs to be attached to someone, in a sense. If you have Deva with you, Stuart, he's going to sap your energy to be able to do what he can do.
No, that's fine. But like the ones that we don't know the powers of, like Gwendolyn, Jewel, William, Toby, Ember, Foster. I've
You
just
could-
got big question marks here for their powers.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance that if we brought one of those, I can just
If you'd like to, you can bring one.
The truth is, they don't know what their powers are, so I don't think they could use them.
Yeah. All right, nah. Let's just bring Dev out. It seems like the most, surefire thing.
All right.
The experiment in the off season.
Exactly. The beach episodes and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Start a fight club over the dolls.
Just start throwing them at each other. Ooh,
Whoosh.
I don't know about that.
He shows up. Why are they all? Don't ask questions.
Why are they all on top of each other? Well, you see,
I gave them each a rock and said, "Go."
I can't answer that question. I don't want to break the first rule of Doll Fight Club.
oh my gosh. Okay. So, are you all going up to the door?
We try and stay
Jenny will go.
kind of
Yeah.
quiet.
All
Okay.
of them might seem threatening.
The ones that don't seem threatening at all go.
So
Okay.
I'm staying put.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't seem threatening if it makes you feel better.
I don't know if it does.
You're
Well, now I gotta
soft,
get a leather
actually.
jacket.
You're actually soft.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Jernia's going up to the door. Who's joining her?
Cassie will be there.
Okay.
Since, laying everything out was her idea.
Okay. So she'll remember your face. All right.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Got it. Good. Good. Anybody else?
I'll kind of elbow Cassie, be like, I kind of have an angle here. Just
Mm-hmm.
you know how this happened? How you're gonna lay everything on the line?
Mm-hmm.
What if because they're gonna come at you like, well, why are you changing your mind now? What if all of us that are coming to the door are like, hey, something isn't right. We're gonna make sure she makes it. That way it makes sense, right?
Sure.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
I wish there was a desert check.
I mean, the Guardian didn't totally, maybe or may not have tried to put me in a coma the last time I interacted with them. So, help
now
me
you're
be here.
Now you're not doing it alone.
I'm also not taking the necklace off, so
Exactly.
Not this time. All right. Well, here's hoping we don't look like a bunch of stalkers. And she is just going to knock on the door.
Okay. Okay. Excuse me.
James is going to park his truck next to the street with the engine running.
Okay.
Getaway car.
So if anything goes wrong, they just run and dive in the back, and I will take off.
Perfect. All right. So
Getaway Chev.
if anyone's even home. You know what? Sure. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually have my dice out today. All right. I should have had that out. Completely forgot. All right. You knock on the door. There's a bit of movement in the house, and it ends up being the boy that answers the door. It ends up being Eli. And he looks at the two of you a little confused before he kind of pauses on Cassie and is like, "Oh, I remember you. You're that scout."
Yes, I am. We need to talk to your aunt if she's home.
Yeah. And you see him like close the door just a little bit. There's still a crack open. You hear her call, or you hear him call for her. Sorry, that's what I meant. And then she comes back to the door, and it's just her. Eli is not seen. Oh, it's you again. Can I help you?
Well, we were hoping that we might be able to talk to you privately. We have brought a offering because you never visit somebody and not bring a gift for said host, even if you are not allowed inside.
We just made them.
Scones. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. I think.
You're welcome.
And she'll take them and she'll move them inside before she comes back out and steps onto the porch, closing the door behind her. James, you see that familiar flicker of magic that indicates it's not the ant anymore. You two have obviously come here for a reason with the boy, so what?
All right. I need you to just hear us out. Because more than just the safety of your charge is at stake.
Well, the safety of my charge is never at stake. You see, that's the thing.
What's coming may be able to hurt your charge. This is not exactly what we signed up for when we became involved with the supernatural dealings over in Smithsdale. This is a little bit out of our purview, however, we do have a plan. For the record, a lot of the stuttering is just me trying to formulate words that I did not write in the 2 weeks I had to prepare this entire speech. I have been so swamped with school.
The confidence you have in defending your charge is admirable, and I feel that way about the people I have around me. And I'll motion to Cassie. But there are things that are greater than all of us.
As much as there are many things in this world that you think would be able to take over. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a split second. What words were I going for? That's a good question. Brain, hello? It's gone. Okay, we'll start again. As much as you think there are things... Thanks, Otter. Yes, brain buffering. As much as you think there are things that could take over me, you'd be highly mistaken. You see, no one tends to get in a guardian's path. I may only be one now, but the thing is, there are more than just me, even if they aren't active.
And we understand that. However, what I'm proposing actually won't hurt your charge. What it will do is actually allow him to feel complete, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, it would end your need to protect this particular person, given that the person would then be one with the being that it's currently missing. Now, sorry, this is me, just that is what is happening, right? If Tallboy and this particular boy actually get fused together as they're supposed to, the Guardian would then protect Tallboy. Yes?
In a sense, yes.
In a sense, okay. So it is not necessarily that your duty would be complete. Your duty would then have its all-encompassing... I had a word and I lost it again.
You would take almost not double responsibility. You would take just the responsibility of... It's the same responsibility, just a more complete.
Right now, you're only protecting one half, when you could be protecting the whole being. And the only way that that could happen is if your charge and ours were to bond as they are meant to do. These creatures are called to each other.
In a way, we are both doing guardian things. It's just don't have the whole, this, you thing. We're more individuals protecting a charge, and you are protecting a charge. It seems that our interests would align here.
The only issue with that is I was only charged to watch this boy. Whatever you're bringing in was never part of it.
Well, now that's not exactly true. Because you can't be charged to only guard half.
And if I was?
Then who's ever charged you to do it lied to you.
For perhaps the wrong reason.
And I'm not saying that that is the actual case. It shouldn't be taken in that manner.
Bring it. Whatever this other half you say is, bring it to me.
Who's got Tall in the car?
Who has Tallboy?
He can be in the truck with me.
Okay,
just-
then... Well, Cassie's gonna text James, just bring
Better
Tallboy.
than sitting in
I'm
my
parked
lap
on the
in a
street and I am
sidecar.
totally eavesdropping through Jarnia's head. So,
Yeah.
Tallboy, you're up.
Why are you in Journia's head?
Because
Can't
he
be
can't
Because
be
I
in
can
mine.
be.
Because
'Cause I
he can't
can't
be in
be-
mine.
Oh, that's true.
Because of my necklace, he can't be in mine. Nobody
can't
can
be in
be
the
in my
Guardians.
head but me.
All right, James will escort Tall Boy up there.
All right. Is he wearing his funky clothing?
Yeah, the Groucho glasses and everything.
Only if he wants to be. We're not forcing it on him.
Only if he wants to be. Oh, he definitely wants to be. Perfect.
Okay,
Groucho glasses it is.
Groucho.
Or did we put him in a hoodie? I forget how we did it.
We put him in like a weird trench coat last
Trench
time.
coat and a big hat. Or
Mesh
he bought him a crop top.
Mesh pants. He loves the crop top, as I recall.
He loves the crop top. You are correct. All right. She watches him for a moment. And Tallboy just kind of stands there staring at her. Before she kind of steps up in his face a little bit. Tallboy is fairly tall now. He wasn't as tall as James, but he's definitely taller or just on par with this woman, with the Guardian. And she moves her hand and kind of does a symbol in the air. James, you can see the way the magic moves and how the symbol stays and pulses for a quick second before going out, sort of like a candle's being extinguished. And the light smoke that kind of flits around. The next thing that happens, all of you seem so okay. First of all, where is Morgan, Stewart, and Ralph right now?
In the truck.
Okay, Ralph,
Oh,
Morgan.
Go on to the truck.
Probably still on the bike.
Yeah, at the vehicles.
Okay, perfect. James, Journey, and Cassie, you all feel the ground shifting under your feet as
Earth
you.
first.
Sorry.
I was like, should learn Earth first.
As the ground starts to shift. Now, the way it shifts is almost as if you are slowly sinking into water. The porch that you are standing on almost seems to ripple. And James, you can see the way that the magic moves and bends around you. Tallboy is also sinking, and so is the Guardian. Within a couple moments of you sinking down into the ground, you find yourselves almost as if you are in a mirrored version of where you are. You're back on the porch. But Ralph, Stewart, and Morgan, you don't see them. They've disappeared from view. James, you can see the walls that are surrounding this area. It's almost as if it's in a triangle pattern, as if she's put you in something that it just basically means there is a sense of protection and a sense of you can't be seen. It's almost like she's put you in the sense of a like a fishbowl, but it's like a triangle shape.
That's a pretty cool trick.
Mhm.
Oh, no, Journey's saying that out loud.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It comes with the territory. It's just a safety precaution.
Sure.
Yeah, you can. I can say this. Kind of like the mirror world in Doctor Strange with that idea, but the world isn't consistently moving and can't be moved around you still. But you have been shifted over.
So it's not the upside down.
It is not the upside down. No. No, you are still standing on the porch and standing up. There was just that quick shift that said to basically drag you into the other world. Cassie, this area actually for you, since you are not overly magical in nature, is a little uncomfortable for you. It almost feels like your chest is just slightly tightened. There's no pain or anything, and it's not hard to breathe, but it's just almost as if the magic is pushing down on you.
Like my skin is a size too small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jernia, James, you guys don't feel any discomfort. Almost as if this area was definitely made for somebody to be magical in a sense. You can use your powers here without being seen, without being known. It's just a very easy thing.
Has the form of the guardian shifted?
You can kind of see a rippled effect over her, Jernia. James, you can see the guardian's true form very, very easily. It's definitely looks like a large suit of armor. The sizing has changed from what like small size she was. Like she could have been like 5'4". Now she looks closer to like 6'5". Like they're very big now. Jernia and Cassie, you still see the 5'4". It's still sort of mirrored for you guys, but James, you can see this like 6'5", armored up. It doesn't even have a sense of human to it. You don't see skin, and even looking a little past the helmet, if you can, you don't see a face.
Like an empty suit of armor standing there.
Almost like an empty suit of armor. There is a sword on its hip that you can easily see. It's not drawn, and if anything, one of its hands is sort of resting on just the butt of the handle.
It's like a duelist.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. It takes a step towards Tallboy again. And holds out its hand for Tallboy. Tallboy takes the Guardian's hand, and it's almost like a flash of heat hits you all. Everyone feels it. It's this extreme warmth that hits you directly in the face at the almost what feels like a power struggle of sorts. It's two large powers that are combating each other.
Are they actually fighting?
No.
Does Tallboy look alarmed by any of this?
No.
Is Narnia paying close attention to it?
Yes.
James steals a scone.
They're not here.
crap,
They're not here. They're in the house.
They're not here.
Oh, I didn't think she had taken them in yet. I thought
No,
they
she
were
took
still
them. She took them in and then came back out to talk to us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Sorry.
Okay.
Eat it. Eat it.
You know, at this point, we're just gonna have to make scones every day
Absolutely.
for these animals.
They can make their own scone.
We're going to teach them how to make scones. It's gonna be baking hour as soon as we're done this hunt.
You know, Ed, Ed, and Eddie, where they go to Double D's house, and it's like a bunch of Post-it notes. It's gonna be us teaching them how to make scones.
Oh my god.
They're just all over the cupboards.
You know, just as long as we don't turn into Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
You absolute buffoon. No, I'm kidding. I just like that word. Okay. Perfect. So the three that are standing there, I will need some act under pressure rolls. That will be rolling plus cool. Now I say this, and I will have you describe each of what you were doing yourselves. As the power struggle and the heat hits your face, you guys can hear the crackle of what sounds as if lightning is going to strike. Within a split second, small bolts of lightning start coming from the top of this mirrored area and hit the ground around Tallboy and the Guardian.
Okay.
It's not hitting Tallboy, it's not hitting the Guardian, but it's definitely hitting the ground in great succession and around you guys.
Right. Rolling with cool.
Rolling with cool.
Wait, is that a success or not?
That is a mixed success.
Mixed success. Okay.
So with a 7, that is a mixed success for Jernia. Cassie also gets a mixed success with an 8.
No modifiers, right?
Nope, just plus cool.
Oh, well, I got an experience.
And that is a failure for James. Okay. Okay.
So
I was hoping you guys would do a little better than that.
I like to hear that.
I'm sorry, I'm in a magical realm in which I don't really have control over anything.
Out of your depth a little bit.
I am out of my depth immediately.
So Sharnia's first instinct is to like do like the Iceman thing, or just make a fucking shield.
Perfect.
Not an igloo that could protect us all, just a
No.
shield.
No,
shield.
it's like this where it goes up and over.
Oh, up and over. Okay, perfect.
Cassie's probably just gonna like move away from it while still being on the porch.
Okay.
Because that's all she can do. I don't think guns are gonna be a very effective thing against lightning.
Gun down the Guardian.
No.
All right,
How's the
Jernia,
Guardian looking right now?
how is the Guardian looking?
Yes.
She's okay.
Does
Just
she look
standing
okay
there.
to me? But she's actually like really fucking aggressive with James.
With Tallboy?
Yeah.
The way you see them standing, you know those like cool showdowns where they're kind of just like facing each other, and there's like just this aura coming off everyone that like they're trying to gauge their power levels, basically.
Oh, it's that one
it's
anime
basi-
that nobody watches.
Yeah. I can't even think of what the anime is.
It's JoJo.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Oh.
if you ever get something like that, it's always JoJo.
Like I'm not even gonna bring up my brain space on JoJo right now. Okay, Jernia, the lightning hits your ice shield, and maybe it was just the off-put of like, holy shit, this is gonna hit me all of a sudden, and you didn't get enough time to fully form the shield, but the lightning hits that shield and it shatters above you.
Okay.
Okay. It shatters at your feet. You don't take any damage, but there is now ice chunks basically all over the porch. Cassie, as the lightning hits down near you, you go to take a step back, not really realizing how close to one of the pillars you were, and you sort of slam up against it. What if another lightning strikes near you? You will have almost nowhere to go. James. Maybe it's because your brain was fully on scones. No. As the lightning strikes near you, you kind of see the way the energy hits in that spot, and it leaves a scorch directly in front of you, and it kind of, the force of it definitely hits you and kind of slams you back up against the wall of this triangle that you are currently in. You're gonna take 1 harm.
Okay.
As you kind of feel, it's not from the lightning itself, it's from the shield of the spot that you are in that gives you damage, not the lightning at this point. But you do have a sense that if this lightning hits, it's going to hit and hurt a lot more than the walls of this thing would. You kind of like just sort of escaped more damage for the most part.
Are you trying to fight him?
No, I'm testing something.
What are you testing? There's a lot of lightning going on.
Yes, that is something that I can do. It tends to happen. Maybe I should have warned you.
Maybe.
It's too late for that. Morgan, Stuart, and Ralph, you watched all 3 of your friends, including Tallboy and the Guardian, disappear. You didn't see them go into the house. You didn't see them walk back to their car and get in while you weren't looking. They're just gone.
Well, I guess we're on break, huh?
I mean, do you think we can get some of those scones now?
Hell yeah, we can. Let's go inside.
Oh, Jarnia, apparently we made some really good scones.
I sprinkled something illegal in there. It's fine.
It was just salt.
Yeah, salt.
Really good, fun salt.
Yes.
Salt you find
Absolutely.
MSG salt.
Cut open.
Mhm.
Although
Manga
to be honest,
TOS.
it would probably be better described as icing sugar.
Haha.
Salt is a little bit more grainy. Not that I have any sort of actual experience with said substance, but anyway, moving on. So the three of them don't see us because we're in the mirror dimension.
Yep. Morgan, what are you up to? Are you going with them for scones?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
While
They're
we're in
just
there,
behind that door. I'll leave you to it.
like, is the door still open? Like, can we get inside? Okay.
The door was shut, but you don't know if it was locked.
Okay, I'm gonna just open the door.
You guys walk up towards the porch and through, and you can hit the door easily and unlock it. Cassie, Journey, and James, as you are stuck in this world, you can actively see Ralph, Stewart, and Morgan walking up the porch through the shield. No lightning hits them, and even if it hits close, they don't flinch or anything as it hitting. And keep going into the house.
Can I get into their heads?
That is a very... Let me go look. It's very faint and it's a very tough connection, but yes, you can.
All they hear from me is, "Get your asses back to the car. The Guardian can see you."
Ralph,
Get
Stewart, Morgan, it's
our-
a little crackly, as if a very low connection. But you can hear James saying, "Get back to the car. The Guardian can still see you."
Well, then I'm going back to the car after taking 2 scones.
God damn it.
You open the door, you see the plate of scones just on like a little side thing inside the door.
Are you about to oops some damn scones?
I'm gonna oops the shit out of the house. I'm gonna walk towards the scones, ooping the shit out of it, and then take one and oops my way out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got exactly what you find. Perfect.
Gun.
Ooh.
Gun. No, actually, what you find, kind of, the way it was wrapped around, it looked basically just like a wreath that was just kind of sitting on the wall. But what you are really, really seeing, is a whip. A very long whip.
I'm sorry?
A whip.
Like a bullwhip? sort?
Whip. Yeah.
Hate it.
Hey guys, look, check it out, a whip. I don't understand the importance of this, but I found it. I'm going to pick up the whip.
Okay.
If I can reach it.
Yep. It was kind of just it was actually, sorry, it wasn't hanging, it was kind of underneath something.
Oh, okay.
But it looks pretty dusty from what you can tell.
And I've got it. Right.
And you've got the whip. You're taking the whip.
Does it do anything when I grab it?
Hold on. Let's see if it does.
I'm slowly trying to turn Stewart into like the artificer, where he's covered in magic items.
You're turning Stewart into the artificer, where he's covered in magic items.
Yeah, that's the plan.
No,
I've
no.
got-
The artificer makes the items. You're the rogue with the use magic skill, or use magic, or use
Okay.
magic items.
You know what?
skill.
That makes more sense. I steal a lot too. So
Level
High,
what? 12,
high
12
sleight
thief?
of hand. High sleight of hand. It's perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, as you touch it, you can see its form start to change.
Okay.
And it seems to almost shorten. It makes soft sort of clinking sound as it seems to turn into a type of metal. And almost kind of sort of looks like it turned into a very shiny metal belt.
okay.
So from now on, when Stuart gets into a fight, he'll whip his belt off like Grandpa from the Boondocks.
I'll be fucking Pootie Tang.
Oh no! Maka TOS, y'all. Demonetized on YouTube.
Pootie Tang isn't gonna ruin anything. Now streaming it. Well, I'm gonna take it outside and just maybe set it aside in the truck. You know, I put on a lot of stuff.
You're not gonna
Jumping
wear it
at
like
this.
Quail Man?
All right, fucking yeah. I'm gonna walk out and put it on.
Just like slowly putting it on to your overalls.
Yeah, just
Just around the top.
exactly.
Right. Yeah, I will give you the stats for that later.
Okay, cool.
Stats?
Yeah.
What is this, 5e?
Well, all your weapons do technically have stats to them.
Yeah.
So it's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
I mean, it's a whip. It's a weapon, I guess. But
A whip weapon. But yeah, like if you look at stuff like I'll use sword as an example. It's 2 harm, hand, which means it's closer range, or it's handheld, and messy. And those are the stats. Very strange.
okay.
But Monster of the Week stats. They exist. Is it still a weapon in belt form? That is a very good question, Otter.
If you've watched Pootie Tang, it is.
Right now, you'll have to wait until next time to find out. Or until it's used, I guess. Depends on Stuart. All right. Yeah,
Those
you
guys
have
are
that.
currently suffering.
The Guardian sees the whole thing. So that's good.
Would the Guardian not be concentrating on trying to beat the shit out of Tallboy, ostensibly?
She is very much has her attention on Tallboy, but she has noticed that they have walked into her house. Or into the house.
Where her charge is.
Where her charge is.
Well,
You guys are geniuses.
absolute geniuses.
So actually, yes, when she notices that,
I love
she
what those
does
things.
she
We all
does
did come out with scones. No child, just scones.
just scones. She does still look back whenever you open the door to the house and like go inside of it. At that point, Cassie James and Jernia, you can see the way Tallboy sort of straightens himself out a little bit and takes a step forward. You can see the way the Guardian, because of her loss of concentration, takes a step back and seems to sort of be the power that's coming from Tallboy is a lot stronger than hers is. There's a couple more minutes like that before she finally calls it off.
You're welcome.
Failing
You
forward,
kinda-
y'all.
You kind of see her and it's just like, okay, enough. And she lets go. The lightning stops. There's still that like strong energy that's left in this place. But she claps her hands and it's almost like a shattering effect around you guys as you see the walls of the this area shatter down around you all. James, the vision of the large armored guardian is now gone. It is now just that 4 woman that you have seen before. Cassie, you feel that kind of like you take in a breath. Even though you didn't have a hard time breathing, you can feel your body relax now as all the pressure that was on you has definitely spread off, basically. Jernia, even your ice shards, as you see the walls around you crumble down, seem to disappear with the shards and with everything going back down.
So what
go ahead.
was that like? Testing Tallboy's metal? Testing ours?
Well, you said you were his guardians.
Guarded.
Dodging something I figured would have come a little bit easier, but
but you missed the element of surprise.
Yes, your 3 friends walking into my house?
Yes. I didn't even see that coming.
You can't be in multiple places. We can.
To be fair, I did sort of see that coming. We kind of left them alone for 15 minutes without anybody watching them.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was not. Yeah,
that wasn't the.
No, we made a mistake with
the
that
responsible ones being that one mirror dimension. I guess was not the best. Of course, I think the 5 of us can agree on.
And I mean, some of us aren't as supernatural as others. So, well, some may have the reflexes capable of avoiding lightning. Some of us are literally just human.
Well, human or not, you can probably all match up in some way, but still, stay here for a moment. And the guardian goes back inside. You see her pause in the doorway, and then which she grabs the plate of scones and sort of turns back around and gives them back to you and is like, as much as we appreciate it, I think your friends will appreciate this a lot more. Guardian, but I'm not unreasonable. I'll take 1. Thank you.
What is that? I don't know. He came out with some. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh yes, that. I'll be speaking to him in a moment.
Thanks.
And then she disappears into the house and comes back with the boy. Comes back with Eli. You remember these folks from last time? Yes? Kind of just nods his head. Take that one's hand. And he looks really uncertain. The Guardian's hand is on his shoulder the entire time. Sorry, I keep getting a notification and I need to delete it. Thank you. As he takes Tallboy's hands, it's the same thing as last time. With her hand on his shoulder, there seems to be something that stops it. Whatever Tallboy needs to do with Eli just does not happen until she takes the hand off. It's a very long moment of these two just sort of staring at each other. Before it's almost as if they move in together, they hug, and Tallboy starts to disappear. He starts slowly but surely melting into this boy. And then once Tallboy is gone, the boy collapses.
I try to
catch him?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not very hard to catch him. He kind of falls forward a little bit. You realize holding on to him, that sort of energy you felt from Tallboy seems to be emitting from him. James, you can see it. The aura that this boy had has now sort of like tripled in size. With Tallboy inside, basically, it's almost as if the energy that they held is now combined. The Guardian steps up and takes Eli from Eugernia.
Yeah, of course. I'm not
Lifts,
holding him or anything. I'm just like making sure he doesn't hit pavement.
yep. Lifts him up with ease. And she kind of looks at you and she's like, I hope you're right about this.
We appreciate the trust you have in us.
He seems just to
Cor-
be unconscious now, but the energy of him has changed. So
He is brimming with magic.
I can tell that now. You may all stay if you would like, but I can't make any promises of when he'll wake up.
I'm willing to
In
stay.
which he better make up. Some of you can stay if you'd like, some of you can go. There's no issue with that. But you may all make your decision now, and she picks him up and goes in.
Okay, we'll talk to the others. Thanks.
There's not much of a response from her as she takes him inside now.
It's like a this kind of thing with the hand wave.
Mhm.
Chernia about faces and looks at I imagine they're like parked on the other side of the street. It just kind of like looks huffy at Ralph, Stewart,
Morgan.
yeah, Morgan. Sorry, long. And just kind of like hands on hips, just looking huffy at them.
What?
The scones, really?
You're
All
welcome.
part of the plan.
You couldn't wait 15 minutes.
No, I couldn't.
Disappeared. I don't do magic very well at all. So like, I was on break basically.
The Guardian was testing us. We made sure to tell it that we were Tallboy's charge, and now Tallboy and the kid did the fusion dance.
Does that mean we call Tallboy Real Boy now?
Tall Eli.
He has a name now.
If it's Eli and Tallboy, we can call him Eel Boy.
All right, that's
No, we cannot.
No,
No.
absolutely not. You're gonna have to
That's-
workshop with that one.
not the point here. All right,
Mission
the plan
accomplished.
went off better than we could have hoped. However, Eli is currently unconscious. And the Guardian's not just going to let us take him unconscious as he is.
Well, do we even need to?
Yeah, the kid's like superpowers now.
Well,
The council member wanted Tallboy to boost their power.
yeah,
And
but
now we just created something, I'm assuming, more powerful. I defer to those who can sense
the one.
magic.
that's the thing.
Right. So we just made that more of a target.
We made a nuke.
But more capable of defending itself, potentially.
Possibly. And with a
Has to
very
wake up.
effective guardian, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Has to wake up
However-
first.
Yes.
We
And
need to just have one point to defend.
the other part of it is, of course, that he's going to have questions.
Are we gonna have answers?
To be fair, we don't have answers now.
Maybe Quincy's still in town. He's good with answers.
But what we do have is the ability to find those answers.
The other thing, maybe now that Tallboy and Eli have merged, maybe the little bits of like much like the Guardian, how the demeanor changes. Maybe it's something like that.
Except
And
the
maybe we can
Guardian's
talk
actually
to-
kind of possessing this woman.
Yes.
Where Eli and
I-
Tallboy are two halves of a whole.
Well, yeah, but maybe it was a pain in the ass trying to talk to Tallboy. I had to literally, and all that. But maybe now with a human there, it won't be so bad.
I'll get the shot glasses.
Abs. But they said we can stay here to make sure Eli comes to. I think that's the least we could do for. What exactly did you? And I'll turn towards Stuart. What exactly was that you had?
Stole. You can use the word stole.
Okay. Let's not call it stealing just yet. It's called acquiring.
Huh?
It's and my accoutrement. And
An
it's
own accoutrement.
it's a belt whip thing. We used to play with belts. We used to play with whips at the circus now and then. Mostly on me, but we still had them. So I thought, I can whip something.
Was
And
a whip?
Yeah, hold on. Let me take it off. Maybe it'll do the thing.
And then he'll take off the belt and kind of hold it like a whip. I don't know. He doesn't quite know if it works that way.
Okay. As you hold it, you can see the way it came together to become a belt. It sort of slackens a little bit and spaces itself out. The pieces of metal that it had created are still there, but they are separated out more so that it's longer now as well.
See, whip. So now I can defend myself and you guys and whatever kids we end up having to defend a little better. Hopefully.
Do you mind if I see it for a second?
Okay, but you gotta promise to bring it back.
I'll give it back.
Okay, thank you. Here you go.
I'll hold it.
Okay.
I think about a sword. It's
Okay.
like a Roman like a gladius of some sort.
Gladius of some sort. Nope, it does not change. It stays the same way in shape.
Just a thought experiment, and I'll hand.
Okay, well, yeah. So now I got a whip. I don't know. I just thought it'd be handy.
Yeah.
Or like whippy. Whoop-ch,
Please don't do that.
whoop-ch. Do what, Jania? Whoop-ch.
That.
Okay.
I'm going inside.
And Stuart's going to put the belt whip back on.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Who is all going to stay here?
I suppose
Is
Stuart
everyone
will.
staying?
I've got a med kit, so
Cassie won't be staying.
unconscious kid.
Okay.
I'll stay.
Okay.
James will stay for a bit.
Okay. Ralph?
I'll stay, and if he doesn't wake up fast enough, I'll offer to go buy some smelling salts.
Oh, would there be smelling salts in my med kit?
That's a good question.
Probably. Is it like a CVS med kit or is it like
A heavy
a
duty med
real
kit.
one?
Like a real.
Well, Stuart's filled it with stuff now. And he used to do a little bit of
What sheet did you take that from? Sorry.
first aid at the circus. Oh, from the oh shoot, the hit? No, the professional, I think.
Professional. Medic. You have a full first aid kit and do the training to heal people.
Then it definitely has got smelling
It's got
salts
smelling
in
salts
it.
for sure.
Okay.
Just ruin this child's like nasal passages.
I'm not
No,
jamming it.
we're no. We're gonna take it to hype ourselves up.
Oh no!
Stuart doesn't need that.
That is not how those work.
I
No,
mean,
it
a
is
lot
how
of
those
hockey
work.
teams
It's
do it.
awful.
Remind me not to allow Morgan to have a med kit.
Hey, Morgan, would you like to try with my med kit?
I'm sorry, he touches it and it just blows up.
No!
I don't know. Sorry. You're gonna have to go get a new med kit, Stuart.
I'll just whip one together. Ha ha!
I've been around people who do this.
Then
stuff.
Stuart explodes.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Everyone explodes. Game over.
Do I know which way the Guardian went? Like upstairs, downstairs?
You can kind of guess that she would have gone upstairs. It is a 2-story house. The house is decently sized. You can
I'll
walk
go-
in, you see stairs off to your left that go upstairs. It goes straight into a kitchen, and then there's like a little living room off to the right.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs and kind of look at the Guardian and be like, I can help, check his vitals and that kind of stuff, I guess. sure.
You're more than welcome to, but I don't think this is just a physical unconsciousness. It's
Oh, I
probably
know.
more magical.
I'm a little magically inclined. Like a little sparkle of like purplish blue.
Okay. Sure. You can
It's better than nothing.
of course.
I'm sorry, it's not purplish blue anymore. It's like purple blue, and then like a orange on the top of it, like a really weird rainbow.
Mm-hmm. Of course. And you can go ahead and check that out, I guess.
Not just kind of like do one of these things like over Eli. Just make sure the magic's still there, and it's. I don't get a sense like the magic is like kind of like eating away at him.
Nope. If anything, you get the sense that magic is more moving through him. Almost as if the magic is still sort of slowly spreading.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything right now? Cassie, I know you weren't staying. Were you going back to the mansion?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do back there?
She's gonna see if she can't find anything more about that place that she was taken to. Even though it was just temporary, it's still one of those like, I feel like that's something I should know about, because that seems important. And then, she is. I don't know. She just kind of. She wants to take time just to collect herself, because that's. She nearly got hit by lightning.
Okay.
This
All
woman
right.
is having an existential crisis while trying to not have an existential crisis.
I have a slight question, really. And it's not related to Journey at all. It's a little more related to Cassie.
Okay.
Would Ansel know that that Cassie went into the mirror dimension?
If anything, Cassie, when you get back, Ansel comes back from downstairs from upstairs, sorry, not downstairs. He kind of questions you a little bit on where you went because there was a moment where he couldn't sense you. He knew you were still alive, you were still fine, that you didn't get hurt, but you were just gone.
Well, we went to go talk to the Guardian as per the plan. It went well, but the Guardian pulled us into this alternate dimension, I think. And it was like light refracting off of everything, and my skin felt one size too small. Which would probably be about the time that you couldn't sense where I was.
That would be a well, it sounds like it's not an alternate dimension, it's just like you said, a reflection. It's a mirror of where you were. You're in the same place, you're in the same time, it's just the world is shifted so that at the same time you're not. I mean, yes, you could call it an alternate dimension, but
the Guardian was testing Tallboy and James, Jonyo, and myself. In so much as we all may have almost gotten hit by lightning. Not the most pleasant of experiences.
well, then you go and take some time, and I will make dinner for just us.
I think so. They stayed back to see if they couldn't wait for the young man to wake up after he actually bonded with Tallboy the way he was supposed to.
All right. Then you go rest, and I will make us something to eat.
Thank you.
And then if there's anything else you would like to do, just let me know.
No, that's pretty much it. She's just going to kind of research, just to find out more about this dimension for her own knowledge. This isn't something that she thinks that they could use, mostly because this doesn't seem like something any of our magic users could possibly create, with the exception of maybe Morgan.
Yeah.
But to be fair, she doesn't know too much about Ralph's abilities, just that he's weird.
Those are his abilities. Weird.
That's about the extent. That's
He's
the
weird.
extent of what she knows about Ralph's abilities, but she likes to think that Ralph is a good guy. Her and Stuart are human, and as far as she knows, Jarnia's abilities are almost limited to the abilities of ice, and James is of the more mental persuasion, so alternate dimensions don't really seem to be part of this party's makeup, as it were. So she's just researching it just to have it in her own information, not so much to have it as a, we should do this when we run into this big bad guy that's trying to come kill us. Or set us on fire. Or both. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's what she's doing. She's researching while having an existential crisis and being cared for by her vampire boyfriend.
All right. Okay.
I love Twilight.
I gotta find where that is in the last session we had, because that was great, and I need to fucking. It was like the session before last.
I believe so. Somewhere around there, I believe. All right. It's definitely a couple hours before anything happens at the house. Ralph, were you staying the entire time? I know you offered to go buy smelling salts, but
Yeah, I'd be staying at probably a couple hours max, but if something does happen within a couple hours, he'd still be
Yeah.
sticking around.
yeah. It's maybe been like 2 or 3 hours before Eli wakes back up. He seems a little out of it.
Oh,
Almost
you're finally
like
awake.
yes. Sir?
A little bit of humor. It's okay. It went over your head. It's fine. Don't worry.
Watching him, it's almost as if he's seeing the world all over again.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem to not understand what things are, but he's just looking over them again as if it's something that he hasn't seen in a very long time.
How you doing?
A headache, but awake.
What's your name?
Eli.
Who's the current president?
God.
Okay.
In hopes and dreams. Yeah,
Sure,
current
sure,
president.
sure.
How about what's the date? Can we just do that one instead?
What's today's date?
It was more or less, November 13th,
Okay.
which means it's a Friday if I go off this year's. Happy Friday the 13th in Monster of the Week. You're welcome.
You're just looking for another Friday the 13th every time I ask.
Yeah.
Okay. An apt day for you then. You seem to be fine. Welcome back to the world of the living.
I died?
No. You just kind of went under there for a bit. The merger with our friend seemed to have needed a moment to fully settle in.
Yes. Things feel familiar now.
Are you in there, tall boy?
Yes.
You still respond to that, so you have memories of that.
I have memories from both. And from me.
Coma
Do you
Scone?
remember all those episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians we watched together?
Those are
Do you
gone.
remember the layout of my apartment?
Cuddling up with a doll when you weren't home.
Petting my snake?
Wow, that's gonna get us banned.
No,
Unless
Morgan.
you say that.
Morgan actually has a pet snake. Stop it.
Her
Stop
name
it.
is Marshmallow.
Oh my god.
So you have memories of from 3 experiences then.
Yes. I do.
You have the ones from when you were tall boy. You have the child memories from Eli, and you have. I'll let you fill in the blank here.
Mine. The two of us. Memories long past. It's been a very long time. It's been years.
Was there a
Many years.
Was there a reason you both just needed to come together? In the form of a child, no less?
Well, the age means no difference. But we had to split for a reason, though the reason I don't remember right now.
Were you on the run from something?
Maybe?
It would make sense. But coming together to fight the threat that is here makes sense.
To shift the threats. To lead something.
To lead. Maybe a group of supernatural explorers, I guess. I'm like quietly texting Cassie he's up. That's it.
I don't remember.
I'm sure it'll come. Or maybe it won't. Your own memories.
They're there, but they're foggy. I will find them. In time, perhaps?
Do you know Quincy?
No. Well, I believe I remember him through...
You probably remember him through Tallboy.
Yes.
But in this third memory bank, I don't want to call it a persona because you're still the same person.
He seems familiar, but I don't think his name was Quincy.
Interesting.
Does anybody remember what Quincy's dad's name was?
Quincy.
It's also
Quincy Senior.
Yeah, you never
we never asked.
but you did see the file with a bunch of names actually. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking we had gotten his name from somewhere.
you had gotten a file with what seemed to look like Quincy and then just a lot of them.
Quincy.
Quancy.
That's my favorite American novelist.
God. Where is no, you remember his name is Taos. Taos.
House.
Taos.
Does Taos ring a bell?
No. A son, maybe?
Are old.
Sorry, repeat the question for me.
I was just saying you are old.
Yes. Ancient, if in a way, if you would like to say.
How's the Guardian taking this? I assume the Guardian has not left this side.
She's kind of been leaning against one of the walls in his room, and she's just been listening. She doesn't really make too many expressions consistently. She just seems to be taking in the information.
The player is the threat. Oh man, it's literally the name of the campaign. You won. What do you know about? And he'll come. He'll come down to Eli's level, and he'll kind of whisper. So
You'll whisper what? Sorry?
the council.
Oh. I have memories of them long past.
Think they're up to something no good.
They have always been in charge of being a middle ground of sorts. They're not meant anywhere. They're meant in the middle.
We think some of them may have aspirations for power, or maybe more power.
Then this is why you have brought me together.
Yes. That, and they were seeking the tall boy half, perhaps because they thought it was less defended.
Then it is good you brought us. I'm sorry I can't answer all your questions fully. There are things that are coming back to me slow.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just making sure you're okay. Welcome back. Your name is still Eli. That makes things significantly less confusing.
I will keep the name, yes.
It's sure. And I'll turn to the rest of the group like mission accomplished, everybody?
I guess.
Well, the council member that was after him, after Tallboy, needed that half just for the power. Hopefully, we put that out of her reach for now. And that means Tallboy's not in our house, so maybe, the fire mage won't show up and burn it all.
The fire vision no longer happens.
Mm-hmm.
Or he gets really pissed of what we've done and just set us all on fire anyways.
Yeah, that sounds more likely.
Yeah, Greek tragedy is always possible.
Thanks, I hate it. I'll turn to the Guardian and be like, it worked.
It worked.
You sound disappointed.
Not disappointed. Curious.
Not your Eli?
No, it's still him, but there is information I must go find. I will take him with me. I will watch him. I believe I have the means to keep him hidden for now.
If you need anything, you can let me know.
Yes, James pulls his phone out. Let's all exchange phone numbers.
Are we going to add the Guardian to our group chat?
No.
Separate group chat.
Separate group chat with.
He doesn't get to see the memes.
And then Stuart can slip up and, when we're discussing the Guardian being such an asshole, Stuart can slip up and send it to the wrong group. It'd be great.
Guardian is a dick. Haha. Oh shit.
Need anything from any of us, just let us know. I know you have pride in what you do, but this is also our charge.
What is it?
Kind of.
Nah.
As for right now, I will take him with me.
Of course.
He obviously isn't the same Eli, so
seems to be getting his whatever memories back. There is the life he had as the Eli you knew, as the life he knew as well, we called him Tall Boy. He was like, up here to me. And a third life.
A mixed life.
Yeah,
His
An-
real life.
ancient life, as it were.
Oh, before you go,
Hmm.
how right were we? Metal rod in the arm. That you?
That is a surgery I've had.
Okay.
Oh, you're wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought you would tear us in two, so we kind of planned ahead.
To what? Tear off my arm?
No, we were just doing research as to
Yeah.
what you were and how you came to be.
I am not of this world. I come here to protect the charge. That was Eli. And then she kind of like flits her finger around her collar for a quick second and flips out a necklace that is a very old, deep red medallion. This would be how I am here.
That
I
makes
lean
more
forward.
sense.
I lean forward like I'm taking a closer look at it, but I'm really putting my hand on Stuart's shoulder to make sure he doesn't try to steal it.
That's cool.
Stuart. Oops.
Yeah, I oops the shit out of it. Give me it.
No.
Okay, fair. I tried. Sorry, squad.
If I wear it, do I become the guardian? Do I lose all cognizant thought of my own? Wait,
Yes.
It doesn't. It
actually.
doesn't seem to be any different from with him having his life and then this other life. Doesn't seem to be so different from you with this necklace. Unless you're about to tell me you're like this shell is just a mortal shell and it wasn't ever his relative.
No, she's his relative. Well, not entirely.
Made in a lab.
He was adopted.
Oh, that makes more sense actually. Everything.
But for now, I will take him. I have a place that I must visit with him, actually. The other guardians will be curious of this, and we will be able to find the information if you are missing something.
Careful.
I'm bringing him off world, in a sense. No
Okay.
alien spaceship, if that's where your mind went to.
No,
but
no.
I didn't think so. I was just hoping it real loud.
I'm a little less magically naive than
now I want it off planet because I think that'd be fun.
It's the moon.
It's the moon. Yeah, we
that's
live
rough,
on the moon.
buddy.
I mean, they could. You know what? I'll think about it. I'll let you guys know next time where they are. For now, I'll be taking him off planet, and that's about all she says about it. She does exchange phone numbers. Yeah, Moon's haunted for a reason. She does and is willing to exchange numbers with you guys. So that you can contact her. She doesn't promise that she will always be able to be in contact because of
reception on the moon?
restrictions. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I hit my funny bone. Other than that, she politely tells you that you can leave now.
This is the
Yeah.
reverse era.
It's a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And not done on accident.
And not
Yeah.
done on accident. There is intent.
Okay. It was.
Oh, I sure guess we can. See ya.
Yes, we can. Yeah. And we'll leave. And Jernia's like, oh, God, the talker is hard. How does Cassie do it all?
That's true. Cassie is usually quite a bit of your talker, and she just was not here.
She had a moment. I'm getting drunk. And she just gets into her car and goes to the mansion.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting fast food, Stuart.
Oh hell yeah, my dude! Let's go.
Chicken nuggets.
Saltiest, greasiest, unhealthiest stuff I can find.
Oh yeah. We gotta get some for Bruin though. He's been at home like doing up the whole place.
The next clip montage just has to have Molly doing that face.
Molly's like, I'm on the motorcycle. Actually, you could still go through drive-thru on a motorcycle. Just have Ralph like sit it in his lap between you two. It's fine.
Go
I
get
saw
some
a guy
donuts.
go to McDonald's on a little, what is it, like a tiny plane.
Excuse me.
I can ride my motorcycle through.
You get.
Yeah,
just
you
have to
can.
have-
Without an issue.
You
If
just have to get
Ori
out.
brought his horse through the drive-through, I can bring my motorcycle.
No. Y'all have always seen Ori with a motorcycle, but he definitely has a horse, and he has definitely taken it through drive-thrus.
Oh, the horse isn't the motorcycle?
On a steel
Yeah.
horse he rides.
No. We're gonna get DMCA'd.
Not off that
You have
little
to sing
bit.
it
Not.
real good.
Yeah, that's why we're stopping while we're ahead.
No, I mean,
No, I'm
you could probably verbally say the entire song, and as long as you weren't singing it or playing the music and playing it by the guy who actually sings it, we're probably going to be fine.
Or we sing extremely sing extremely off key like a bunch of cats.
Or we don't do that because that's just going to hurt me physically.
On a seahorse
Wow,
ride.
that actually did hurt me.
That kind of hurt. I think you
Sounded
really
like
peaked
you
out.
said
Cody,
seahorse.
please.
No, I live.
It's like you were asking me to do it.
No, I wasn't.
It felt. I don't know. It just felt that way to me. My bad.
I
get
love
to
it
the
here.
mansion.
Okay. Yes,
I get
you
to the
guys.
mansion. I'm just like, Cassie, I think it's time for girls' night.
Ansel's like leaning over, like, already?
Janya,
Yes,
I don't want you to take this the wrong way,
I will.
but fuck no. I'm barely recovered from my last girls' night.
We both had a timer.
We did. However, like I said, no. No.
Ansel still kind of looks over, like, do you want me to? I can prep a drink or two.
Please.
Um,
I don't want to impose with whatever y'all are doing right now. But I had to do the talking because you weren't there. It's a full-time job. To ask Eli, what year is it? How is he doing? He's got 3 personalities in there. I have to work with that.
Well, now, just to throw this out there, Janya, but it's almost like I make a living out of talking to the supernatural.
Not. I am the super.
No, you do supernatural things. You are not in and of yourself supernatural. Morgan is supernatural.
Right. That's why I am explaining this to be your purview and not mine.
But it seems like you did a fine job anyway.
She has like a paper bag. She's like,
Poor Jernia. Oh goodness.
sorry, take that from everybody else is going to do anything.
Ansel will give Cassie a quick kiss on the temple, and then definitely does get up and go to make Jernia instead of a small drink, it is actually quite a big drink. It is not champagne with a spritz of orange juice. It is I don't know, something fancy. Molly, can you give me a nice fancy drink that's not completely difficult to make?
With what kind of liquor? Does it matter?
No. Sweet, I guess.
Make an amaretto, Soko amaretto.
Soup bowl of margarita.
Yeah, a soup bowl of margarita.
Would we even have amaretto at the mansion?
If you
I
don't
feel
have
like
amaretto,
right
then
now.
you are an absolute fucking failure of a liquor keeper.
Well,
Not really a liquor
Ansel is a man of fine taste, so he definitely would have picked some up, I want to say.
The Di Serono, the expensive shit.
I was just saying,
Hell
because
yeah.
I
Hold on.
cannot possibly imagine. I don't think my mom has any amaretto, and it's not even like mom doesn't drink.
Molly about to pull out some fucking.
She's about to pull out some amaretto.
She's about to pull out either some amaretto or some.
Have y'all not
I
seen
was-
her like liquor table?
I was gonna
Have.
suggest a fishbowl Bellini.
Yeah,
for the
can do that
drink
too.
that
Just makes it in a pit
Darn
in
you
like
get-
a fucking pitcher because
Yeah.
y'all got like fucking soup bowl. Wait,
I was
I'm
right.
picturing it as like in a soup bowl now. That's good.
I was right. It is a Di Serono.
Yes, Otter. Molly has a liquor table, and here she comes with it. I'm gonna guess. Yep. Do not. What are you doing? Do not drink from that.
too late.
Yep,
Yeah,
she's.
We just did that.
She literally just took a giant
I missed
swig.
it because I like looked at it. I was looking on Twitch
There's
instead
the
of
second
looking
one.
on.
Okay.
Chug,
Thank you.
chug, chug.
Absolutely not. No. No.
Molly, you
No.
need that for your party. Do not chug it. Put it down. Put it
Sip.
down.
To
One
go.
more. One more sip.
Yeah.
Keep going. That was a big one.
Yeah, let's
Can
take
we
away the
move that?
product placement though.
Yeah, can we move that off camera?
That's
Can
perfect.
we
though.
can we
It's
just
on
get that
cam-
off camera, please?
Actually, I was about to say, never mind. It can stay. No, never mind.
Nobody.
It's not.
No, it's over. It's over. No,
Yeah, no. Put it away, please.
We
Please.
we unfortunately are not partnered with them. Please move it off screen.
Hold on, put it back.
We are working on it though.
Yeah,
We are working
No.
on
yeah,
it.
we're
No,
definitely
we are
working.
Not
not.
sponsored yet.
The
No,
liquor,
no,
the
we are
Liquor
not.
Express deal hasn't come through. I'm just
Get ready. Next couple weeks is gonna be drunk screen all the time.
Absolutely not.
Every Dire Bear game, drunk. Everyone's wasted.
Story.
What story?
What story?
Is
It's
the
just
stream
our
even on?
thing
I
the
don't know.
entire time.
No.
Just good luck, everyone.
Delicious.
All right.
Do it
Unless you
again.
guys have something else planned for the night, I am going to guess. Stuart, you go home into your new apartment with Bruno.
Well, actually, Stuart was gonna head to that little training area and give the whip a go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure.
Whip it around, see if it's
Swing it.
see how it works. You know,
Gonna
Okay.
try and become the
Play
next
it,
Indiana Jones.
basically.
All right.
Just clear that before going back home.
Great. All right, we're gonna do some stuff then.
He was gonna probably bring James to show him too, if he'll come.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything weird about the whip when I look at it?
It does have a magical aura. It kind of glows a almost like a faint yellow.
And you know what? He'd bring Ralph too, if he would come.
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
All right.
perfect.
All right. there are a lot of sort of testing dummies in here that you can go ahead and use to whip. Can you go ahead and roll me a plus tough roll, which is a we're gonna do a kick some ass roll. But yeah, just plus tough.
Flat roll, yeah.
Yep, just a flat roll. You've never used this thing. Oh.
7.
All right, that is a. So it'd be okay. So you do inflict some harm to this. It doesn't inflict harm on you because you are not actively fighting something that will fight you back. But as you hear it as it hits, and James, you actually see it as it hits. You can hear a faint sort of crack, almost like as if a crack of lightning has gone off. It's very soft. It's very faint. James, you can see it in full blown. It's not big or anything like that. It is fairly small from how Stuart semi hit and also missed. But you do see a faint scorch mark on the testing dummy as well.
I gotta get me one of them,
You want to give it a go?
please.
Yeah, here you go, bud.
All right,
It takes
Ralph.
24 hours
Alright.
to attune.
You can do 24 hours to attune. You can go ahead and roll me a plus tough roll as well. That is a
Ooh.
10. So technically you would get an extra effect here, but this comes with an extra effect that you don't get a choice to do. It just happens. You see and you actually hear as it echoes through this training area the loud crack as if like thunder and lightning go off. James, you see it. It's almost staring directly at the spot that Ralph hit. It's almost as if it is a bright. It's just like a bright light. You see it. You have to kind of like rub your eyes a little bit afterwards from seeing it. And then as you look, there is a large chunk missing, and the metal pole that this testing dummy was on has sort of warped and almost looks as if it sort of melted a little bit.
All right. Yeah, definitely gotta get me one of these.
Do
He hands it back.
do the rest of us hear that in like other rooms? Like
Yes. If you were in the kitchen, you would have heard it.
And of course, any loud crashing noise is Ralph. So
I think Journey at some point is gonna find Ralph before the end of the night.
You want to find Ralph with your big soup bowl?
At some point, if
At some point.
let everybody else
Okay.
at some point let everybody else have it.
Okay. All right. The testing area, you guys can kind of with your brains combined, mostly James, you can see it, so it's easy to discern that this whip does a sort of lightning damage as it hits. You kind of saw through the bright light how the lightning sort of arced over the dummy, so you can maybe it has a little bit of a stun effect, but you're not 100% sure.
We never tried on a live target.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ralph, take a few steps ahead there, bud. Go
He's not
check
alive.
out the. Okay. All right. Hey, James. No, I'm kidding, bud. You want to go? You want to try the whip, though, dude?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and roll me a tough roll. Excuse me, an 8.
It's not bad considering my tough is a -1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's actually my worst
It's
stat.
still a bit of a mixed success, so it's almost sort of the same as how you saw Stuart with his hit. It's like a semi half miss and hit. You can see where it leaves that sort of after burn effect on the dummy. The dummy does at this point collapse though after the hit, as the metal pole just kind of warps enough to a point where it just kind of slouches over.
Damn, bud, you killed it. We loosened the jar, though. Just saying.
Yeah. I'd hang into that. It could be useful.
Hell yeah, we're gonna hang on to that.
Thor's a whip.
Thor's whip.
Stuart's just gonna put it back on as a belt.
All right. Yeah.
And then
Okay, guys. I'm gonna head home. I'm tired. Today was weird.
Most days are weird around here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. But I also had like fast food, which doesn't sit great. So I just want to go like sit down on a certain seat. So I'll see you.
I've been there, Stuart. It's fine.
so yeah, Stuart's gonna go.
Just sort of like speed walk a little.
Yeah.
It's got a little shake as he like goes back to his apartment.
And for some reason, everybody in the house will stop and talk to him for a minute before you can leave.
Yep. Everybody has to say, because,
like-
hey, Stuart, come here for a second.
It's like that family reunion that you just go to, and everyone's like, it takes you 20 minutes for your parents to leave.
I hate that. All right. Perfect. Anybody else like to do something? Jeremy, I know you've said you would go look for Ralph.
Yeah.
Morgan, Cassie, James, Ralph, anything you guys would like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think James just go home.
Okay. Morgan, anything you would like to do?
Nothing in particular.
Okay. All right. Jernia, the floor is yours.
Fine, Ralph.
All right.
Probably like, I don't know. He's probably downstairs with the area or something.
Where is Ralph? That is a good
I've
question.
Found a place to play darts. Whether that involves actual darts and an actual board is up to you.
That is the most cryptic thing I've heard in my 2.5 years of tabletop now. Which isn't much, but still.
I have no idea what's going on, but I love every second of it.
If we had a cursed quotes for Direbear, that going.
Yeah, I think that would be a winner, honestly. You probably haven't found darts in the house, but I will say you have found small like throwing knives. And a couple cans of spray paint. So you could make yourself a target if you would like to.
I
Not
absolutely
the
will.
cans. Steve, not the cans. The cans should not be used for target practice. That's how you explode things and cause messes.
Do it.
The blast back alone is going to be
Please,
rough.
I'm begging you.
Do it.
Steve, this is your conscience speaking.
I wasn't actually
Swing at the
considering actually
motherfuckers.
making the cans the targets.
Oh, thank God.
Now I
Spray
am.
into the
Now you
cans.
are, and now I have regrets. But,
You know some of the stuff that I use to make the traps around?
Yeah.
I imagine there's still a few things left over.
Give or take, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be spray painting some of those.
Okay. Yeah.
Good
You
target
can use-
practice.
Good target practice. Let's see. I enjoy this idea. Can you let's do 3 plus cool rolls for 3 shots. It's an act under pressure roll. But we'll do that. I think that's fun. I think that's fair. Okay. So the 5 is a failure. You can mark an experience. There's at least that.
Hey, I leveled up. All right. Gonna wait on that until
Yep,
later.
Of
until the next-
course. All right. A 6 is also a failure, so you can mark another
God.
experience.
I'd
Hey,
like to play darts. Stuart comes back.
Stuart comes back. An 8 is a success. Well, it's a mixed success, but it is a success. So your first 2 shots, as you're throwing at these targets, you're still kind of getting the sort of balance of the blades. So as you throw the first 2, they go a little far. One goes a little far. One goes like really short, and you're just like, these suck. And then you throw the third one, and it's not short, but it lands like it. If it's holding up, you kind of hit the bottom of it, and it sticks into the bottom of it, and it kind of falls over a little bit. So you did hit it, by just a little bit, but you did hit it. So there's at least that.
I have absolutely extinguished this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So Jernia, you get to find Ralph doing that.
I hear the sounds of thuds. I'm like, oh, that's Ralph. It's like 1 a.m. That's definitely Ralph.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, most definitely. Mm-hmm.
Ralph, what are you? Why are you up at? Why are you up at this hour? Are you just don't sleep?
Not really.
The whole dead thing puts a kink in that.
I mean, they say that you can sleep when you're dead, but but yeah, no, I'm up.
I actually learned a trick for your minefield. She like motions to the field.
Did you?
Yeah, I know where they all are.
That is concerning
Why is that?
because that means that someone else can figure out where they all are.
Not really. Not unless they're also learning from a powerful spell slinger. Like this goes up there. So unless, the gods are coming down to fight us, I think we're good.
Knock on wood.
I mean, yeah, I don't know for sure at this point. I ain't taking any chances, but
At that point, I don't think your traps are gonna do anything. Let's be real.
yeah, okay. That's fair. But you learned a trick though?
Yeah, I just kind of it's almost like a little platform that I can step over instead of stepping on the trap.
That is a neat trick. Can I see it?
No,
That's fair.
I just wanted to say something before I went to bed. The other day, I was drunk. Things. They were a little weird. Not usually who I am.
Hmm.
I wanted to say I'm sorry. You didn't seem to react at the time, but you never seem to react to anything. So I wanted to make sure, we're still good.
I'm sorry, are you apologizing for being nicer to me?
Was that what that was? I don't know if that's what that was.
Alright, well, it's all whiskey under the bridge, so
That's the problem. It was It wasn't whiskey, it was champagne.
I could say bubbly under the bridge. Maybe it'll have the same ring to it. It's fine.
Good alliteration.
Thank you, and for what it's worth, apology accepted.
I like very
this-
sheepishly go for like maybe a hug? Question mark. It's like this. It's like no, that's fair. Shit catches herself as Ralph is like reeling back in terror. He's like, okay, that's
What did I do?
that was it.
Well,
I mean, I have other tricks that I'm learning, but it's a process that I'm.
well, it'll keep me on my toes, I'm sure, and sounds like you've got a lot of ground to cover.
Just say you have big.
No?
Okay. Good night. She walks off.
Well, my aim is going to be shot after that. I'm putting these away.
What alternate dimension are we living in that Jarnia just apologized to me?
You mean if he could sleep, he couldn't sleep now?
Exactly.
All right. Okay. And with that, with our meeting with the Guardian finished, and sorry, I apologize. And with Eli and Tallboy now one being again. And then with Jerenia strangely apologizing to Ralph for being nicer to him when she was drunk. We close out for the night. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. I am going to dive right into our sponsors. So we do like to thank dndbeyond.com. We may not use it tonight, but be sure to check it out on Thursdays and Saturdays, and perhaps our new game on Monday starting soon. And we also like to thank Lucky Dice Cafe. If you're looking for live games in the Huntsville, Alabama area, be sure to check that out. We do have a YouTube and a Patreon if you would like to check out past games, new games, or you know what, catch up on what we're doing. Our YouTube is there and it is well organized. And Patreon if you would like to help support us and help us continue to put out all the fun things, the games, and everything like that. Be sure to support us there.
Content for that coming next week.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Because I am finally on reading week, which means I can finally do some uploads and get some stuff onto Patreon, which includes Session 0 for the Stolen Cities, and a adventure for the appropriate tier on Patreon. We have an adventure that I wrote for my mom that she has kindly given us permission to extend to those who would like to support Dire Bear.
All right. There we go. We have that. I do like to thank my players, of course, for putting up with me and having fun with this story. We had everyone tonight, which is really exciting. So we like to thank Jeremy, who was playing Jerenia, Molly, who was playing Morgan, Jason, who was playing James, Cody, who was playing Stuart. We had Steve playing Ralph, and of course, we had Maddie playing Cassie. We're not done for the week. We do have Descent into Avernus tomorrow. Be sure to join us there. And of course, we do have the Stolen Cities on Saturday. We will be coming back to Monday soon within the next couple of weeks. Look forward to November 2nd being our first episode live and on Twitch. And then, of course, we do have Valley by Night on Tuesday. We got a lot of games during the week.
Oh, man. Don't
Be
remind me.
sure to come and join us for as many as you can. We love having you guys. Of course, thank you for joining us again tonight. Have a good night. And no, we have another game. I was about to say Happy Halloween, but we have another game before Halloween, so we'll see you then. All right. Bye, guys. Good night.